press play. There's a very specific moment that happens every year around this time, December, when fashion stops being about what's trending and starts being about what's next. People feel it before they can name it. The energy shifts, the mood changes. Women start looking at their wardrobes like a blueprint for the life they're stepping into. And that's exactly what this video is. So before we begin, pour yourself a cup of coffee, tea, or whatever feels comforting right now. Settle in, take a breath, and because 2026 is not some distant year we're guessing about. It's already arriving in the details. The coats, the silhouettes, the way neutrals are getting richer, the way femininity is returning with discipline, the way the most powerful women are dressing as if their clothes are a language. Today, we're talking about the 2026 fashion shift, what everyone will be wearing next. And I'm going to break it down through 6 houses that are quietly shaping the future. Totême, Khaite, Max Mara, Loro Piana, Phoebe Philo and Alaïa. Not as a trend list, not as fast fashion commentary, but as a map, a guide, a way to see what's coming before it becomes obvious. Because the women who dress best in 2026 will not be the ones chasing every micro trend. They'll be the ones who understand the direction of fashion and then choose pieces that let them walk into that direction with confidence. So take a breath. Let's step into it together. The first thing you need to understand about 2026 is this. Fashion is becoming quieter, but not smaller. It's becoming calmer, but not simpler. It's becoming more elegant, but also more strategic. In the last few years, the world was flooded with hypervisibility. Outfits designed for the algorithm, pieces that scream for attention, silhouettes that prioritize shock over longevity. And when too much of something is available, the rarest thing becomes restraint. That's what's happening now. The 2026 woman wants to feel composed. She wants clothes that give her presence without noise. She wants outfits that hold her, protect her, elevate her, without looking like she's begging to be seen. And the interesting part is, this isn't about dressing basic. The new quiet is actually very sophisticated. It's about proportion, texture, movement, weight, precision. Everything is intentional. This is why women are leaning into long silhouettes again, why coats are becoming the main character, why belts are returning to shape the body like architecture, why neutrals are becoming richer and more complex, why a single piece, the right coat, the right trouser, the right knit dress, can make someone look like she has her entire life together. And now let's get into the 6 houses that are defining this shift, because each one represents a different archetype of the 2026 woman, a different way she moves through the world. We're starting with Totême. Totême is not just a brand, it's a philosophy. It's the woman who doesn't want to reinvent herself every week. She wants a wardrobe that feels like a signature. And that is one of the biggest shifts of 2026. Women are moving away from outfits and into uniforms. Not uniforms in a boring way, uniforms in a powerful way. Totême is teaching women how to build a consistent visual identity. Clean lines, long coats, minimal palettes, scarves that look like a stylist placed them there, trousers that fall perfectly, knits that don't cling, bags that don't scream. And the Totême woman is not trying to impress you with novelty. She's impressing you with consistency. Because when a woman knows her silhouette, her palette, and her shapes, she becomes unforgettable. She becomes recognizable. And in 2026, recognizable style is the new luxury. So what does Totême look like in real life? It looks like a long-tailored coat in camel, charcoal, or deep chocolate. It looks like a crisp trouser that hits the shoe with weight. It looks like a structured knit, a polished flat or boot, a scarf that frames the face like a soft collar. It looks like someone who gets dressed quickly but always looks intentional. This is the kind of wardrobe where you can repeat pieces constantly and still look expensive because the system is coherent. Totême is the foundation, it's the base layer of the 2026 wardrobe. It gives you that quiet authority without effort. Now we move to Khaite, and Khaite is where that authority becomes sharper. If Totême is the woman with a uniform, Khaite is the woman with power, not loud power, quiet power, the kind that makes people listen before she speaks. Khaite is always about tension, structure versus ease, masculine confidence with feminine control, leather with softness, tailoring with movement, pieces that feel strong but still sensual. In 2026, Khaite is defining the silhouette of modern authority. Leather jackets with dramatic collars, sharp blazers that frame the shoulders, trousers that are wide but perfectly cut, knitwear that looks effortless but expensive. The Khaite woman is not chasing trends, she invests in the pieces that turn her posture into a statement. There's something very specific about a leather coat in this world. It doesn't just cover you, it defines your presence. It gives you that editorial edge without needing color or print. And in 2026, leather isn't worn like rockstar rebellion, it's worn like refined control. So what does Khaite teach you to wear? One excellent leather piece, a jacket, a coat, a trench, something with structure, something that frames the face, something that makes you look like you've arrived. Then you anchor it with tailored trousers, the kind of trousers that don't collapse, the kind that hold their line, because this is the secret. The most expensive looking outfits are almost always built on excellent trousers. And then you add a knit, not a flimsy knit, a knit with weight. A knit that looks like you could walk into any room and belong there. Khaite is the bridge between wearable and commanding. It's the brand that takes your Totême base and gives it a sharper edge. Now, if we're talking about 2026, we have to talk about Max Mara, because Max Mara is the house that has been quietly telling the truth for decades. The coat is power. And 2026 is officially the era of the coat, not the coat as an accessory, the coat as the outfit. The coat is what people see first. It's what frames your entire silhouette. It's what changes how you walk because you feel the weight of it. It's what makes you look rich without trying, because good coats are one of the hardest things to fake. Max Mara is iconic because it understands that elegance is not about the newest thing. It's about the most correct thing. In 2026, coats become longer, more sculptural, more intentional. Collars rise, shoulders gain presence. Fabric becomes heavier, the coat becomes a character, and the Max Mara woman knows something. A good coat transforms every outfit underneath it. Jeans become chic, a simple knit becomes editorial, a plain dress becomes powerful. So what does Max Mara translate into for your wardrobe? A camel coat is obvious, yes, but in 2026, the camel coat gets deeper, more caramel, more toffee, more bitter honey. The neutrals become richer, and the shape matters. You want length, you want structure, you want a coat that doesn't cling, a coat that holds space around you like you're walking through the world with quiet authority. Max Mara also teaches the elegance of simplicity. A long coat, a clean trouser, a boot, a bag, no chaos, no noise, just presence. And this is why coats will dominate 2026 shopping. Because women are realizing something very simple. If you have the right coat, you look like you live in the future of fashion. Now we move into the world of Loro Piana. Loro Piana is not about looking rich. It's about feeling rich. It's the brand you wear when you don't need your clothes to announce anything. You wear it for you, for the sensation, for the softness, for the way the fabric moves when you walk. And in 2026, this becomes one of the biggest shifts. Women are buying fashion that is sensory. Fashion that feels like comfort, like protection, like quiet luxury you can live inside. Loro Piana shows us that the new status symbol is texture. Cashmere that looks matte and expensive, wool that falls in a clean line, knits that hold shape without clinging, trousers that drape like they were designed specifically for your body. And the palette is what I call intelligent neutrals, not flat beige but layered tones: stone, sand, taupe, mushroom, cocoa, deep olive, soft black, ivory. These colors are expensive because they are subtle. They aren't trying to be noticed from far away. They're designed to be appreciated up close. So if you want to dress like the Loro Piana woman in 2026, you lean into pieces that make your life more beautiful. A knit you want to live in, trousers that move with you, a coat that feels like a warm hug but looks like wealth. And then there are the accessories, the hats, the scarves, the big soft bags. It's all about pieces that feel like a life well lived, like you're stepping out of a private world of elegance. Loro Piana is the softness of 2026. It's what makes the whole shift feel luxurious instead of severe. Now, Brunello Cucinelli lives in the same universe, but with a slightly different emotion. Cucinelli is the warmth of luxury. It's quiet, yes, but it's also human. approachable, lived in. It's the woman who looks expensive but also looks kind. And 2026 is not just about looking powerful, it's about looking refined and socially intelligent. Cucinelli does something brilliant. It blends casual and precious. A sequin bomber over wide trousers, a textured knit layered over a crisp shirt, an embroidered skirt styled with ease. The message is, you don't have to wait for a special occasion to dress beautifully. In 2026, women will wear their beautiful pieces more often. They will not save them for someday, because the whole point of luxury is living in it. So what does Cucinelli translate to? It's the elevated everyday. It's the perfect knit. It's the relaxed trouser with a subtle shine. It's the idea that you can put on something special and then style it like it's normal, and that is what makes it chic. It also introduces a key 2026 styling principle: contrast. Matte with shine, soft knit with structured trouser, sequins with flats, precious fabrics worn with calm. It creates depth without loudness. Cucinelli is the part of 2026 that makes you look expensive in a way that feels effortless. Now we have to talk about Phoebe Philo, because Phoebe is not just a designer, she is an archetype. Phoebe Philo is the woman with a mind. She's the woman who doesn't dress for approval. She dresses for intention. She dresses like she has a private life, a busy life, a life where she is taken seriously. And Phoebe's work is so important for 2026 because it represents a psychological shift, the desire for privacy. We live in an era where everything is overshared, everyone is visible all the time, and fashion is responding to that. We're seeing silhouettes that protect the body, hoods, high collars, long sleeves, volume around the torso, boots that disappear under skirts. Phoebe's designs allow a woman to be powerful without being exposed, to be sensual without being consumed. Her pieces are striking but never ridiculous. Strong coats with hoods, belts that shape the waist like architecture, long skirts with weight, thigh-high boots under dresses. Sharp tailoring with unexpected proportions. And the key is that everything looks intentional. The Phoebe woman looks like she knows exactly what she's doing, even if she is dressed simply. So how does Phoebe translate into your 2026 wardrobe? It's the strong coat, the statement belt, the long skirt, the tall boot, the shapes that make you feel like the main character in your own life, not because you're performing, but because you are fully inhabiting your identity. Phoebe is the part of 2026 that makes fashion feel intelligent again. And finally, Alaïa. Alaïa is the house of discipline in femininity. In a world where sexy has often become cheap and loud, Alaïa reminds us that true sensuality is controlled. It's sculpted, it's intentional. Alaïa's femininity is never desperate, never vulgar, never performative. It's the knit dress that shapes the body without screaming. The wide leather belt that carves the waist like sculpture, the fur coat that feels like armor, the boots that change the way you walk. There is something architectural about Alaïa's approach. The body is the building and the clothes are the structure around it. And this is one of the most important trends of 2026, the return of shape, not the return of uncomfortable corsetry, the return of elegant structure. The waist comes back, but in a refined way. The body is acknowledged, but never exploited. Alaïa teaches women how to be feminine without sacrificing power. Now that we've walked through these 6 houses, let's pull the threads together and talk about the actual trends shaping 2026, the ones you're going to see everywhere, from high fashion to the high street. Trend number 1, the coat as the main character. We talked about this through Max Mara, Khaite, Totême, Phoebe, but it's worth naming clearly. Outerwear is no longer just a layer, it's identity. It's the outfit, it's the first impression. Expect long coats, sculptural trenches, leather coats, dramatic collars, and silhouettes that hold space around the body. The coat will become the most photographed, most wanted, most purchased item of 2026. Trend number 2, tailored ease. Wide trousers, yes, but refined. Proper waistbands, clean drape, heavy fabrics that move with you, the balance of comfort and structure. You'll see trousers paired with everything. Knits, shirts, tanks, coats, even more formal pieces. The wide trouser becomes a modern uniform. Trend number 3, texture as the new logo. Cashmere, wool, suede, shearling, leather, sequins, used subtly, knits with depth. Texture becomes the signal of luxury. The closer you get to someone, the more you see it. That is the new kind of status. Number 4, intelligent neutrals. 2026 is not flat beige, it's mushroom, taupe, sand, ivory, stone, dark olive, bitter chocolate, soft black, deep mahogany. Neutrals that look expensive under any light, colours that create a system in your wardrobe. Trend number 5, protective dressing. Hoods, high collars, scarves, cocoon coats, gloves, tall boots, clothing that gives a sense of safety and control, fashion that allows privacy while still looking powerful. Trend number 6, controlled sensuality. Alaïa's sculpted knits, Phoebe's belts and boots. Femininity that is designed, not exposed. Shape that is felt, not shouted. And now let's talk about what this means for you, very concretely, because the reason this video is powerful is not just because it's runway analysis. It's because it gives you a wardrobe direction. If you want to dress like the 2026 woman, here's where you start. Start with a coat that has presence. Something long, something structured, something that changes your posture. It could be camel, chocolate, charcoal, deep olive, or black. But it needs weight, it needs identity. Then add trousers that elevate everything you already own. Wide, tailored trousers that create that elegant line. These will become your everyday luxury pieces. Then invest in knitwear that feels rich, not flimsy knits. Knits with weight and shape, the kind that sit beautifully on the body and make you feel composed. Add a belt that can transform your silhouette. A wide leather belt that shapes the waist over coats, dresses, knits, blazers. It will instantly make outfits look editorial. Choose boots that anchor your look. Tall boots, sculptural boots, boots that give you stability and presence. And finally, bags that feel discreet but full of character. Soft suede totes, structured leather bags, top handles, hobos with beautiful hardware. Pieces that look even better as you live in them. When you build your wardrobe around these archetypes, you're not just buying clothes, you're building a presence, you're stepping into a visual identity, you're becoming the woman you want to be seen as. And if this way of looking at fashion speaks to you, if you feel that shift from performance into presence, from noise into nuance, this is exactly what we explore even deeper in GTWJ issue 001, my digital magazine. In issue 01, we go further into ideas like luxury being more than logos, the psychology of how wealthy women dress, and how to translate runway language into a wardrobe that feels like you, elevated, powerful, and unforgettable. And for my shoppers, for the women who love fashion the way I love fashion, I also curated a full selection of products just for you. Pieces inspired by everything we talked about today. Sculptural coats, wide trousers, beautiful knits, strong belts, tall boots, and bags with presence. Pieces that will dominate 2026. They're linked for you, chosen with intention, and the same editorial eye we use to break down fashion here. 2026 is a big year for style, a year of elevation, a year of real fashion, real beauty, real presence, and you deserve to walk into it looking like the most refined, powerful version of yourself. So get GTWJ issue 001, explore the pieces I selected just for you, and let's build your 2026 wardrobe with intention, intelligence, and elegance. I'll see you in the next video, and I cannot wait to see the woman you become this year.